I'm starting to record from MSN Recorder Max, and now I'm navigating the cursor to the notepad to create a section at the top of the notepad, starting with multiple open braces, edit paste, the file name that MSN Recorder Max was created, that is made out of the string or the word my video. Then there is the year, dash the year, then another dash the time of the day, and finally a file name extension .mpeg, which indicates that it is a video, followed by some blanks and close brackets. So this is one of the recording that I'm doing to develop an audit trail methodology that includes multiple video recorders in addition to various other recordings from inside and outside the computer. So to demonstrate it, I'm going to start a new recording with psar.exe, and then add to that a third recording with a software camera. So for the software camera, I'm going to simply use the webcam on this Windows 11 and click it. And here I want to mention a couple of branding strategies, which include a vanity phone number on the head of the presenter. In this case, it is me, and also on sweatbands on the wrist. So right now I have 3 sweatbands with a logo, the vanity phone number, and the domain name on all 3 of them to brand the videos. And the important thing that it is moving all the time. So unlike an overlay, a regular overlay that is constant, this overlay changes all the time. Okay, at this point, I'm ready to consult also ChatGPT, which is an AI crawler. So I'm going to navigate to the browser and log into the email. So I'm going to log into the email, and at this point find the email that contains messages from Google that the Google Voice will expire within 30 days. So here's an example of such a message. So I copied it, I marked it with a cursor first, and then I press Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer and go back to the notepad and Control V to paste it or edit paste. So by doing that, I now know the account name, which is It Is Trainee. So I copy this It Is Trainee, edit, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then I want to log into a Google Voice account so I can make an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT. So I click on Add Another, and I scroll to the very bottom again and select Use Another Account. And then I paste the account, Control V, It Is Trainee, and then next to put in the password, and then proceed to the next step. And now that I'm logged in, I'm going to skip everything else and navigate to the Google voice interface to voice.google.com and make an outbound call to ChatGPT. Help me with my it is trainee Google. It is trainee. It's a Google account that has a vanity phone number that Google alerted me that your Google Voice number will expire in 30 days. Yes, so I made the call to 800 Chat GPT and I made the note of it, and that is going to be included in the file name 800 dash the word chat dash and then capital letter GPT. And that is going to be included in the file name, in which I copied also the string that says that this phone number will expire in 30 days. And then I inserted the word not. So it will not expire in 30 days due to my activation by calling 800 Chat GPT. That's right. And then I surrounded the words ITI at the beginning of the account name to indicate that this is also a vanity number, and the area code ITI spells the area code of the phone number 484. So tell me, what is the area code of the vanity phone number that is attached to it is a training? No, I'm asking about the vanity phone number of my Gmail account. It is training. Exactly. And now let's understand the remaining of the phone number. What are the rest of the digits of the phone number according to the American telephone dialing pad? No, I'm not asking about Chat GPT. I'm asking about it is trainee. It is trainee. This is the beginning of the word training. So Traini, trainee. Yeah, you forgot the account name is it is ITIS. No, it is it like information technology and is like information system. Together the account spelling and the telephone vanity telephone number spells ITIS trainee TRAINI. So spell the account name first and the rest of it. That's right. Now convert the entire string. It is trainee to digits according to the American dialing telephone dialing pad. No, it is 484 787 2464. Exactly. Exactly. And this discussion is also about branding strategy. That's right, and it's not only contact information, the single most important thing that it is theme, a business theme of it is information technology, information systems, training. It is training. So what is the business theme about this vanity telephone number and company name and account and Gmail account name? Exactly, and surrounding the first three characters with an opening parentheses and a closing parentheses indicates that the first three characters of the account name and the company name converts to the area code of the vanity telephone number, and that is 484. Exactly. Now, in addition to that, I'm creating an audit trail to document my compliance with a Google Voice policy of keeping the account activated within every 90 days or every 3 months. At this point, I would like to explain also the documentation strategy of using multiple videos. One video is MSN Recorder Max, which is a screen recorder, and another video is the webcam. And also on that, I have several branding strategies. First branding strategies is using sweatbands. One sweatband on the head of the speaker. In this case, it is me, and in this case, the vanity phone number, the domain name on my head on my sweatband is the psych is the domain name, and .co is the domain name extension, and the matching telephone number is 843 779 and 2426. Can you repeat this new pair of a vanity name and vanity telephone number? No, this you're talking about an 800, and I'm talking about a local phone number, not an 800. Instead, it is the word the that translates to 843. And the most important thing to understand is that is a free phone number to the owner, unlike 800, where the owner of the telephone number has to pay fees for every call. On the local exchanges like 843 or the word I don't have to pay any fees on any calls. It is free to the caller and free to the owner and receiver. That's right. And also the word vid, like video, it can be also another domain name is vid psycho, where vid is the first three characters of the word video, and it converts to the same area code of 843. And most importantly, it is a backup and recovery strategy. In other words, I have two domain names. They point to the same telephone number, but there are two different domain names. So if one domain and name is down, or one service provider is down, I also created domain names on different internet servers. So if something happens to one, it goes out of business or it is down, the other one is unlikely to go down at the same time. So at any one time, one of them should be live and working properly, and therefore it's good strategy to have redundancy. That's right. Likewise, I'm not satisfied by using only one sweatband on my forehead. I add to that a combination of two more sweatbands on every one of my wrists. So when I work and I record myself, I record also the sweatbands with the logo on my wrists, and they're all moving, so it's very difficult to misappropriate my videos without giving me credit, because my logos, my vanity phone number, and domain name are listed on multiple places and are moving all the time. So one will have to take the video, break it to frame by frame, and take out my logo and my advertising from each frame, which is way too much trouble to do. Exactly. So now I was talking about three different sweatbands with the logo of a pair of domain names and telephone number on each one of them. And to that, I will like to add another level of brand optimization and marketing, and that is on the hat. So I'm going to pull out a couple of hats to explain it. I'm going to wear one of them and use the other one for demonstration. So this hat has branding on the upper rim, on the front of the uh, hat, as well as on the under rim, as well as on the face mask that is listed here, and you can see that it has also the brand. In addition to that, on the back of the head, there is a flap for covering the back of the head, like in fishing, being outside. I don't want the sun to hit the back of my head and give me cancer or something like that. So it has a back flap. So altogether, multiple branding name of the pair combination of vanity phone number and domain name. Now I'm going to wear it and to demonstrate it further. So I'm going to take this blue one. I have two of them. I have a blue one which I'm going to wear, and a green one which I'm going to use for demonstration. So I'm going to wear the blue one and demonstrate the face mask. So as I wear it and I put it over my head, I pull down the face mask, and as you can see, only I cover my nose and my mouth with a mesh so air and sound can go through it easily, yet viruses and dirt may be stopped. That's right. And then when I don't need to use the face mask like right now, I can pull it down below my chin, converting the face mask to a bib. So when I eat or drink, the food and the drink will spill on the bib instead of on my shirt, as well as containing the pair of advertising. In this case, the psych.co is the domain name. The psych is the domain name, and the .co is the domain name extension, and its telephone number underneath it, in contrast with the under rim that includes another pair of vanity phone number. In this case, it is wizmore.biz, where wizmore is the domain name and the .biz is the domain name extension, and underneath it is the telephone number, the vanity phone number of area code 949 667 3249. And that creates a halo around the head of the speaker, in this case, myself. That's right. And don't forget the back flap that also contains the advertising. So it creates a halo effect from the front and the back, because if somebody shoots from above and from the back, when the camera is from the front and the back, that will create a halo effect also. There will be the vanity number and the phone number on the back flap, as well as the vanity number and the phone number on the upper brim. So when you look at it from above and from a certain angle, it will also form a halo. So the hat halo works both ways. From the front side, as you can see now on my image of my camera, as well as on the back side, as I demonstrated it when I'm holding the green hat in front of the camera. You can see on the top of the brim, the upper brim is the advertising, as well as the bottom of the back flap. And now I'm documenting the call in my notes. At the top of my notepad, I segregated the area, and I segregated it with a bunch of open brackets and closed brackets, so it is set apart from the remaining of the file. And then I saved it in my folder that is called Google Voice 1, and I mark as a prefix before the file name, I type the letter X and a space indicating that I have saved it to the local hard drive. And now I want to back it up to the cloud. So I want to navigate to the Google Cloud for this one account. It is trainy. I click the waffle, the Google Apps, and then I select the drive. That's right. Now I clicked on plus new and then folder upload, and now I'm pasting the string that contains the folder name Google Voice 1, and then I'm going to delete. I, I, I realize that I made a mistake, so I have to cancel. Go back. I forgot to put a slash on the name, so the path is not properly separated from the file name. So I have to go back to my notepad and insert the backslash to separate the path from the file name. Not only that it is correct, but it is separated properly from the file name by a backslash. So then I pasted the entire string on the folder input field of the select folder to upload dialog box, and then I trim the suffix of the file name and keep the subfolder name only. Exactly, and now I'm waiting. I got the page unresponsive and then upload option, so I select the repair and existing folder. I want to replace it so it doesn't take excessive space, and I can see that Google reported that it uploads 136 files in this subfolder. So I go back to my notepad and I pressed enter after the file name and typed 136 to note that it has been saved to the cloud, to the Google Drive, in addition to the local host, my Windows 11 PC. That's right. And now I'm backing it up to yet another subfolder that is dedicated exclusively to this It Is trainee account, unlike the previous one, which was Google Voice 1, that is for multiple accounts. This way, the subfolders will back each other up. Exactly. And so I copy the string of the folder to memory, and now I go back to my notepad. And now I replicate the same strategy for this file, namely for this folder. Namely, I'm going to upload that It Is trainee subfolder also to the cloud. So that way I have two copies on the cloud, one dedicated to all my Google Voice accounts and one dedicated just to this one account. So they back themselves up. And this says that 4 files have been loaded. the Google reply that it has been loaded. So I go back to my notes, and after the file name, I insert the number 4, indicated that it has been uploaded to the Google Drive. And I back it up also to the psar.exe subfolder. Step recorder, I'm clicking now save, and then I'm going to pull up a previous template for a file name and overwrite it with the current file name to save it on yet another subfolder that is called psar.exe1. So far I have 3 different subfolders that document the same issue. And this one is going to be psar.exe1. But before I do that, I add another element to this backup, and that I date it. It starts with today's date, which is February 5th, and then the day of the week, and then I give it a subscript. After the year 2026, I have a subscript that used to be A for the previous file name, so I upgrade it to B, a poor man version control. Exactly, and I have to remember to separate the path from the file name, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then save it. And that way, I can click the review additional details and scroll up to see that the last step was step number 160, and it's matching screenshot. And it's working. So I go back and I look at it, and I scroll down a couple of screenshots to see that step number 159 is also okay. And then I click the new recording to start a new problem step recorder executable one more time. Exactly. And so I started a new section, couple of enters, Control V to paste the new account, and a couple of enters, and terminate the section marking with a left slash. So I started with the right slash and I end with the left slash, and inside is the current account, which is X Strategy Run. So I highlight the account X Strategy Run, and I want to log into this X Strategy Run account. Go edit, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then go to another instance and switch from the current account to the new account. I click add another account, and then go to the bottom, scroll to the bottom, and click use another account yet, and then paste the new account name with Control V and select the options to continue. And then enter the password and next to continue. So now I'm ready to make an outbound call to X Strategy Run to keep it from expiring.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me with my account X Strategy Run.
Could you clarify what you mean by strategy one? Are you referring to a specific strategy or plan?
Yes, but not Strategy One. It is the letter X, like X.com, and the word strategy, and then the word run. In other words, there are three different words that are concatenated. The letter X is the first word, then strategy is the second word, and then the third word is run. So together it is like running in a marathon. So together it is X Strategy Run. To develop a strategy to deal with Google alerts that the Google Voice number will expire within 30 days. Yes, and the strategies would include dealing with the alert, and as soon as the alert come, to if I haven't made an outbound call within the last 60 days, to make an outbound call or an outbound text message. Yes, and to take the message of Google saying that the Google Voice number will expire and insert the word not in the file name before I save it to the local hard drive and document what I'm doing in an audit trail.
Include the word not in the file name when you save it, and document this process in an audit trail. Is that correct?
Yes, so I save it to a subfolder that is called Google Voice 1, and then after saving it, I go back to the point, I place the pointer at the first character of the file name and insert an X and a space to indicate that I've saved it locally to the hard drive.
And you'll document this in an audit trail. Correct.
Exactly. So after saving it locally, I went to Drive, to the Google Drive. I selected plus new to indicate that there's a new folder upload coming, and then clicked on the folder upload item so I can upload the entire folder with a new update of this particular account. It is training. This account is it is trainee. It is trainee. Yes. Yeah, I made a mistake. I have pasted the entire string on the line and I need to remove the file name so just the subfolder name remains. Exactly. And that's what I did. I adjusted it and now I'm waiting for it to come back. Google replied by saying starting upload, uploading one item, and now I'm waiting for it to give me the options as to whether I want to overwrite it or not. And then Google said that the page is unresponsive and it defaults to wait. So I leave the default on and wait until it will have enough time to try to execute the instructions. And now it is asking me upload option, replace existing folder. So I click upload again to confirm that I don't want to waste time and space. I want to replace the existing folder with a new folder with a more updated information. And Google comes back and tells me 137 sub folders in this one subfolder. So I'm going to my notepad and I want to enter it. At the end, after the file name, I press return and then enter the number 137 to indicate that 137 folders have been in this one Google Voice 1 subfolder. Yes, now I need to save it in its own subfolder. So I'm going to the Documents subfolder and scrolling down to see if I can find the folder that starts with a open parentheses and then XST, the beginning, the first three characters in the account. Now, so this is towards the end of the file list on the documents. Here is the X, and now I'm looking specifically for X strategy, and then the word run. Yeah, so then I copied the clipboard buffer and insert the path in the front of the file name. Yeah, now I need to paste it and not forget about the backslash to separate the path from the file name. Yes, and now I want to replicate the same strategy that I did with the first file. What is the strategy? Can you remember that? The plus new and the folder upload strategy? Exactly. And then I repeat it several times to confirm. And what option, what upload option do I choose? Replace or keep? Replace existing folder or keep both folders? Exactly. And it says 404, which I then go to my notepad and place it inside my notepad immediately after the file name. So, what is the documentation strategy for that? First of all, X and a space to indicate the following folder has been saved to the local hard drive, and I paste it with Control C. I paste the file name with Control V. Excuse me. Exactly, perfectly right. So now I have already two text files saved on the local drive and on the cloud, and now I proceed to generate a zip file with psar.txt. So I click on the psar.txt icon and then click stop and review, so I have a chance to name it and save it for the new account, which is X Strategy Run. Exactly. And what type of a format am I saving it? Exactly. I don't have to make sure of it since psar.txt defaults to that format. The only problem I have not copied the proper file name, which I need to copy. So I'm going to go back to my notes and mark that X strategy run file and then go edit, copy to the clipboard buffer, then click the save button on step recorder, recording now dialog box, and then I'm going to select the top folder name for format template and then override the portion that describes the domain name and the account name with the new one, Control V to paste. So it will start from X strategy run. The phone number will not expire in 30 days. And then I have to update the timestamp. So I'm going to upgrade the version B to version C. Since it's in the same day, January 5th, I um, mark it with 1 5 2026 sub C. The day is Monday. The beginning time was 10:30 a.m. and now I have to put in the ending time, which is 1:30 p.m. So I'm going to override the current time as 1:30 p.m. Then I have the space and a dot zip telling the reviewer that this is a zip type of file, and then the remaining of the file. Yes, now I want to also include the path. Yeah, I added it as a prefix. Now I copy to the clipboard buffer. I save it, and then I'm going to click review additional details to scroll up to see how many screenshots was the last one, step number 140, and the step number in front of it was 139, and the screenshot for each one, everything looks intact. So I click new recording and start a new recording. Yeah, one thing that I have to do, I have to go back to the email alert that Google has sent me, and I want also to check the Gmail to see if there is some junky Gmail that is outdated and I need to delete. So I'm going back to the Gmail account and I'm looking to see if there are outdated emails. There are a couple of outdated emails, so I mark them all for deletion, then select the delete and delete them. And then I have to go back and delete the message that says that the account will expire. The voice will expire because it no longer will expire. Yeah, I need to find this one place that I have this message. Yeah, here's the message. Then I delete it, and now yeah, I deleted the message because it will not expire since I made the outbound call to 800 Chat GPT, and I'm ready to start with another Google Voice message that says that another account will expire within 30 days. And then I copy that, and I'm going to proceed with that to document it and to make an outbound call to the Google account. Right. And now I need to log to this new account. It is a train AI. Yes, it is not train AI. It is information technology information system train AI. But yes, it is abbreviated as it is train AI. So it is for information technology, is for information system, and train AI is for training artificial intelligence or train AI. Right. And my task has to do with making an outbound call to ChatGPT so the Google Voice account will not, the Google Voice account will not terminate. No, but I'm just getting so tired. I may need to take a nap. So I may need to pause because I'm just getting too tired. Yeah, wait a minute. I noticed that I have a lot of spammies. So I have to delete the spam account. So I clicked on the message icon for Google Voice and I went to the first account. I hold the shift key and I tab it with the mouse and then I scroll to the very end and I see that I have a huge number of spams. So I pointed at the last one, hold down shift and tap it gently, then delete all of them and click delete again. And I see that I have some more in the voicemail So I go to the voicemail and I shift mark the first one, which is also spammy, and delete it. And now that I made multiple deletions, I can go back to the phone and make an outbound call to ChatGPT. Okay, I'm in the account. It is training. Yes, I'm in the middle or the beginning of the. It is training. It is. It is train AI. It is train AI is an account, a Google Voice account name. No, I try to keep it from expiring, so I place a message that it will not expire because I called 800 ChatGPT. Exactly, exactly. And in the meantime, I can talk to ChatGPT. I can talk to you and discuss some matters. A strategy to automate this process of keeping the Google Voice number from expiring. Yeah, I don't need to set up a reminder because Google is reminding me already. Yeah, but I still have to do it, so I'm doing it now manually. And I'm so tired I virtually fall asleep. Yeah, but I'd like to finish this one account, so I'm going to save it as to this. Yeah, so I click the save button and saved it, and then I marked an X in front of it. Then I navigate back to the browser, and I'm going to try to navigate to the Google Cloud, which is Google Drive, and then upload that folder. Exactly, exactly. And then it asks me to select folder to upload. So I paste. Yeah, and I selected the Google Voice one subfolder to upload. Yeah. Now I need to reply to Google's choices to what do I want to upload the file with a kiss or without a kiss. Bye. Here I want to mention a couple of branding.
Can you check what's going on outside? There seems to be some kind of truck.